After you.
I think how I'm gonna probably do it, I'm gonna play up to the Gigas fight, I think. And then after the Gigas fight, I'm gonna probably call quits. I feel way too tired. Affects both the amount I want to talk about this game, as well as my enjoyment of it, because I feel too tired, you know?
Eve, are you alright?
Oh, I was just remembering something from yesterday.
Nothing particular. Definitely not.
This city, it's so quiet and so lonesome.
Well, that's what happens when a city becomes devoid of humanity.
Adam Silver tongue again.
Eve, what are you going to do after you defeat the Alpha Natiba?
All airborne squad members exist for one sole purpose. All we must do is complete the mission.
You mean the extinction of all Natibas? Right? To think that the point of your existence is to snuff out another species. No fun in that.
You know something I haven't talked about? Notice how often Adam connects like certain times or places or like...
We're here.
Like...
Do you want to get off?
Places that are like culturally significant in some way. He connects those places very frequently when he's talking with Eve. Eve and Lily both, but especially when he's talking with Eve. With people or humans. Like, he's basically influencing Eve's like values of what she prioritizes with certain areas and events by emphasizing the human part, like the objects or the subjectives, like in a certain event or time. Like he does that so often in this game actually. But at the same time, I guess any other like real human being that is also very compassionate would also talk of these events from mostly the perspective of the people's emotions or feelings that they would have during those times, you know? They would try to somehow link those into like these inanimate like places that are built by humanities. Like greatest inventors and... you know? But I feel like he's exaggerating it with Eve a lot more. And that is obviously by design. Like, he very carefully chooses the words that he uses always. Yeah. You can tell that he has a lot of experience with these Eve prototypes. But, well, particularly the Eve prototypes, you know? 7th Airborne Squadron, and he's been around for literally all of them, obviously. And who knows how many of them he has tried to contact himself. Like, he has probably tried to contact the Eve protocol members and the Eve prototypes, if not for the reason of, like, what he's doing now, which is to create an entirely new species, to try to, like, create this, like, a new entire species that is the bastion for, like, all of humanity and life. You know? But before that, he was probably just trying to contact or connect with the Eve protocol members just to be able to, like, contact with Mother Sphere maybe directly, you know? Through her subordinates, through her army. But then when Adam figured out that that was either not possible or just a very impractical tactic, because of either the network connection to Mother Sphere just practically not existing whatsoever, because of all of them, like Alpha Nightibus blocking like the signals from Earth to the colony, or just Mother Sphere herself maybe blocking the network for some of her, like, you know, devious agendas that she might have. Whichever the reason may be, Adam may have given up on that idea, and he instead tried to... I mean, he obviously tried to find another way that he could make the existence of both the humans, the enhanced humans and the Night Ebos to coexist together, you know? And that is the reason as to why he's chosen this fusion path very early on. Like, even with Raven already, he had chosen the fusion path already at that point, but he just decided based on Raven's behavior and the choices that she kept making when they were working together. He decided that Raven's personality and biases were just not aligning with his own well enough to the point where he felt like it was a comfortable idea to let Raven have them charge basically for the enhanced humans and the Night Ebos, because he felt like the hatred and strong resentment that Raven had the indulgence on acting upon were so severe that she could not be like trusted to be like this like new like hope, the salvation of like all of humankind. And he was right too. That's the reason as to why he tries to find an actual like, you know, Eve prototype from the squadrons and not the commanders, you know, not Tacky or Raven or any of the other like second closest like partner or sister at arms to the Eve prototype. That's the reason as to why Raven tries to kill us as Eve, the Eve prototype member there, instead of the commander as the unidentified Night Eba in the prologue, obviously. Is because she notices by simply what they wear and how they act like. She notices that Tacky is what she used to be, a commander of the squadrons, and she notices that she's probably gonna be the same dead end as she was for Adam's own like plan. So she tries to kill Eve instead of the commander, obviously, and then the rest happens on the screenplay basically, and that's where we are. So, but yeah, there probably was some kind of like maybe just simple communication that Adam was trying to do with the angels before he decided on this fusion plan very early on. Like maybe the first and the second may have been like those 2 times when he was like, maybe we can contact Mother Sphere and maybe reason with Mother Sphere, but then he decided at some point that saving Mother Sphere, or should I say collaborating with Mother Sphere, was just gonna be impossible, so we have to go to more radical solutions then.